Very much, Acting Deputy President. Well, opponents of conventional energy companies and their involvement in sports sponsorship are determined to cut Australia's zinc-covered nose off to spite its face. Australia has always been a world leader in sport, but it now appears we want to lead the world in hypocrisy. Many professional sporting teams are coming under pressure to cut all ties with energy resources companies. But if they were really serious, that would mean no more flying to games and no more diesel-fuelled team buses, no more night games unless the stadium lights run on completely renewable energy, which may prove difficult to date on a dark, windless night. Same with air conditioning in the rooms and coaches' boxes. Boots and sneakers are out. Mouthguards, plastic drink bottles, goals posts, playing apparel, clubs, bats, balls and supporters' gear too. And fans will have to stand because plastic grandstand seating is also out. Did anyone tell them these products are all made from minerals or petroleum resources? Professional sport would not exist without the byproducts of key mineral and energy commodities like coal, oil and gas. And I'm looking forward to seeing if this government is going to reject this radical position or whether it will say that somehow we're too good for the over $40 billion worth of royalties and company taxes paid for by resources companies and that we don't want to accept their money. Are we also too good for the hundreds of thousands of Australians who accept salaries and wages from resource companies? Are we too good for them as well? Recently, Hancock Prospecting, Woodside and Alinta Energy came under attack for the crime of daring to help our athletes play sport for a living, earn millions of dollars and bask in the adoration of fans. The truth is that much of professional and community sport is made possible because of Australian resources. For instance, Hancock Prospecting ploughs money into minor sports that don't get the big sponsors, such as Rowing Australia, Volleyball Australia and Synchronised Swimming Australia. And community sporting bodies represent mums and dads who take kids to sporting fields and ovals and stadiums right across the country, every weekend and during the week. And so it's people like Mrs Reinhardt and our great resources companies who are putting their hands in their pockets and allowing these things to happen. Sadly, some sports stars, the Greens, most of the Labor Party, the Teals, Green Independents, don't seem to realise that traditional dispatchable energy from conventional sources are pivotal to our ability to live first-class lifestyles. They also ignore the fact that almost all the big energy companies have publicly and firmly committed to reducing their own emissions. They employ the most environmental scientists and do the most environmental studies outside of the public sector. They sponsor programs for underprivileged and Indigenous youth that don't garner the big headlines. And many of these programs are in regional areas where young people don't have access to the best coaching, the best facilities and the decent equipment available in the cities. And under these circumstances, it's hard enough for a country kid to crack the big time, but now we're being told that we have to put another obstacle in their way. Criticism of energy company sponsorship ignores the fact that regional sports clubs run on shoestring budgets, chook raffles and sponsorships from resource companies and the local businesses that supply these companies. What virtue signalling inner-city professional athletes call sports washing is actually direct community benefit to struggling regional towns. Resources companies support regional communities with infrastructure such as pools, housing, libraries and sports facilities. The world is transitioning to renewable energy, but we can't just snap our fingers and end the use of coal, oil and gas. The demonisation of energy companies is truly astonishing because without them, we wouldn't have lights, heating, computers, mobile phones and myriad other first-world conveniences. People can have views, but the views being expressed currently are extreme and ignore the fact of energy requirements in this country now and into the future.
Thank you.